Welcome back, folks. I hope you're having a great week. This week I had the chance to do something that I really enjoy, and that was running some trains with some friends. But the two engines that I'm going to feature this week, I was fortunate enough for them to bring along. And the first one is a set from 1995, and it's the Lionel C&O Yellow Belly Hudson, which we all know how much I love Hudsons. And the second is really cool. It's actually a UK-inspired model, the Kinlet Hall Shakespeare Express. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. One of my favorite things in any hobby is being able to share it with other people. And I was fortunate enough to be able to do that this week. My good friend John and Brendan came by to run some trains, and I had the opportunity to not only see one, but two sets that I don't own that I've always wanted. One is the Lionel C&O Yellow Belly Hudson, and I love Hudsons. You all know me. I love Hudsons. The second one is even more unique, and it's a European-inspired train, the Great Western, and it's the Shakespeare Express that Lionel produced back in 2008. Also a great set. I know a lot of folks who've been watching the channel have been looking for some European trains, as have I. Believe me, I've been trying to find them. Luckily, I found John, and John has the set we're going to see today. One of my local stores was selling the Lionel Shakespeare Express, and I thought, how cool would it be to get a European train? I've been to London before, and I loved riding the trains over there. I went back to the store to pick it up, and it was gone. Turns out that John had picked it up. A few days later, he posted it on the social media, one of the groups that I'm a part of, and I was lucky enough to recognize it, so I sent him a message, and it turns out we're pretty much neighbors. So I invited John over, as well as our friend Brendan, to run some trains. And this is the interview. With me tonight are two of my friends, John and Brendan. Say hi, guys.
Hey, how you doing?
I have a really cool story that these guys are a part of. A couple months ago, I was at my local train shop, and I had seen this set. Yes, this is a European train, something we've never done on the channel, which is one of the reasons they're here tonight. But I was hoping to get the set for myself. And when I went back to get it, it was gone. And it was gone because this guy bought it. So, thanks to social media and a little bit of minor stalking, I found him. And now he's here tonight to run this set. But we're not going to stop there because there's another set that I've been looking for some time, which is a little bit more difficult to find. And that is the Lionel C&O Hudson. But these two engines and these two sets that we're going to run tonight are extraordinary. So without further ado, let's have a look at this Lionel Kinlet Hall set from 2008. So John, since you're the owner of the engine, I'm going to have to let you hold it here.
Absolutely.
But tell me a little bit about why did you get this set instead of me? And what do you like about it?
So honestly, I've always liked this set ever since I was a kid. I was just coming of age when the Lionel catalog that this came out in was around. I think it was like 2007 or 8 or so. And the catalogs back then were just so interesting and nice. And this, honestly, was done right when the Hogwarts Express came out. It's the exact same mold. For anyone who has this train will note, it is literally the same mold in different paint. It has headboards, beautiful lights. It's in a gorgeous Great Western paint scheme. And what's wrong with having something different on the layout, you know? I mean, this is awesome. It's fantastic.
The lights on the front, I think, are one of my favorite things about it. And we'll see that in a minute when it's running around the layout. And to John's point, I think a lot of folks have the Hogwarts Express. We're going to run it here on the layout a little closer to Halloween, but I will tell you that it's so neat to see this set in an original livery.
Absolutely. And another neat little interesting point of why I like it was that it's actually this was gifted to me by Brendan as a college graduation present, and it's in my college colors of green and off yellow cream color, but it just adds another interesting element to it. So yeah, it's one of my favorite sets.
I'm waiting for Brendan to buy me a train too. Awesome. Let's move on to the C&O and then we'll get these on the track. All right, so I had to have Brendan move over closer to me because we're going to talk about the Hudson now. And this Hudson is amazing. Now, if you've ever been to the B&O Rail Museum, this engine sits there. And every time I've gone there, I look at this and I'm just always wishing I had a model of it. And I'm holding one right now. And I might not give it back. We'll have to see. Yeah, we'll see. So, Brendan, I'm going to hand this over to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, I'll hand it to you. So, Brendan, you bought this engine at York a couple of years ago, right?
Correct, yes.
Which we're really hoping we have a York again this year.
Yes.
But we're going to find out. So, other than the fact that I want this engine, why did you pick this engine?
Well, for the same reason, I've seen it in the B&O Raritan Museum, and that it's a interesting engine just from the design standpoint. It's streamlined. I believe it's the only surviving streamlined
the last
Hudson
streamlined Hudson still
You're
lives.
right.
in existence. Yeah.
See, this is more reasons why I want it. Maybe this interview was a bad idea.
This Milano model is also interesting because this is one of the Genesis scale trains that they were doing. It still has the Pullmore motor in it.
When I noticed the Pullmore motor, and we did some test running just a little bit ago, and it just has that great post-war smell, yet it has more modernized technology that you would have seen in that LTI era.
Yes.
But this model, you said, features TMCC?
Yes, it does.
So this is like Gen 1 TMCC.
Yes.
Now, when you got this engine, it was actually John who restored it for you, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you see, this is all great. So, you got Brendan buying people trains, John's restoring trains. So between the two of them, maybe I'll get something new by the end. I don't know, we'll find out.
Yeah, and it's funny that Lionel, despite this being a popular engine, I mean, this is the only scale offering of this Yellow Belly L1 that they've ever offered. Like any manufacturer, MTH has never made one. They only did a Rail King version.
That's right, the Rail King. I was thinking about that.
Yep, they have done a Rail King one, but Lionel has never redone this engine. It's an iconic engine. It was a great seller when it came out. It still holds close to market value, and they've never redone it. Not even a later TMCC version with better scaling. So it's I don't know why they haven't done it. It seems like a no-brainer to me.
I'm sure we'll see it in an upcoming catalog. Maybe offered as a brass hybrid model for $3,500. I don't know. What do you all think?
Low.
So as you can tell, we had a great time here talking about trains and running trains. So let's get right to it. Let's look at these two sets running around my layout. Enjoy. A huge thank you to John and Brendan for sharing their trains this week. What did you think? Did you like the Hudson? The Great Western? Both? I thought they were both really great sets. As always, a huge thank you to all of my subscribers and everyone who's been supporting this channel. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next time. My name is Chris, and this is RBP Trains. Take care.